Welcome guys in another video. I hope you all are doing awesome. Today we talk about the story of the helpful elephant. Moral: helping others makes you strong. Chapter 1. The peaceful forest of Siriavan. Deep in the heart of a vast green land lay a beautiful forest called Siriavan, meaning forest of the sun. Tall trees touched the sky, rivers sang gentle songs, and colorful birds painted the air with their wings. Every morning, golden sunlight filtered through the leaves, waking the forest animals to a new day full of life. Among all the creatures of Siriavan, the most respected was Gajraj, the giant elephant. He was large and strong, with tusks as white as moonlight and eyes filled with kindness. His footsteps made the earth tremble, yet his heart was softer than a falling leaf. Gajraj lived near the riverbank, where he spent his days bathing, eating fresh grass, and greeting animals as they passed by. "Good morning, Gajraj," chirped the birds. "Good morning, little friends," he replied warmly. Though he was the strongest animal in the forest, Gajraj never used his strength to frighten others. Instead, he used it to protect, help, and guide. Chapter 2. The Signs of Trouble. One summer evening, dark clouds gathered in the sky. The wind grew restless, and the river began flowing faster than usual. Gajraj noticed these changes and felt uneasy. "This rain feels different," he thought. "Heavier, angrier." Soon rain began pouring non-stop. Day after day, the sky refused to clear. The gentle river slowly turned wild, rising higher and higher. The rabbit families living near the burrows grew worried. "Our homes are flooding," cried one rabbit. The deer looked at the swelling river nervously. The monkeys climbed higher into the trees, while birds searched for safer branches. Gajraj stood firm by the river, watching carefully. His heart told him something terrible was coming. Chapter 3. The Flood Begins. One night, thunder roared louder than ever before. Lightning split the sky, and suddenly, the river burst its banks. Water rushed into the forest like a furious monster. "Flood! Flood!" Animals shouted in panic. Burrows collapsed, trees uprooted, nests washed away. Small animals ran in all directions, confused and terrified. Parents searched desperately for their children. Cries echoed through the rain-soaked forest. Gajraj raised his trunk and let out a loud trumpet that thundered across Siriavan. "Everyone stay calm," he called. "I am here." Chapter 4. Gajraj takes charge. Without wasting a moment, Gajraj moved into action. He walked into the rushing water, his massive legs standing firm against the current. "Climb onto my back," he called to the rabbits and squirrels. One by one, frightened animals climbed onto him. His broad back became a safe island amid the flood. He carried them to higher ground, near the rocky hills beyond the forest. Again and again, Gajraj returned to the flooded areas, rescuing anyone he saw. He lifted fallen trees with his tusks to clear paths. He used his trunk to pull animals from swirling waters. Even when the current pushed against him, he did not step back. "This forest is my family," he thought. "I will not abandon them." Chapter 5. Saving the Trapped Deer. Near the eastern edge of the forest, a group of deer stood trapped on a shrinking patch of land, surrounded by fast-moving water. "We can't cross," cried a young fawn. Gajraj carefully stepped forward. He lowered his body, allowing the deer to climb onto his back in tusks. "Hold tight," he said gently. Slowly and steadily, he crossed the dangerous waters. Waves splashed against his sides, but he stood strong like a moving mountain. When they reached safety, the deer bowed their heads. "You saved our lives," said the eldest deer with tears in her eyes. Gajraj smiled. "We are all one forest." Chapter 6. The Monkey Village. High in the trees lived a large group of monkeys. Their homes were safe from the water, but food was not. The flood had washed away all fruits and nuts. "Our children are hungry," cried the monkey leader. Though exhausted, Gajraj did not rest. He uprooted fruit trees from safer areas and carried them near the monkey village. "Share this food," he said. The monkeys cheered with joy. "You are not just strong," said the leader. "You are wise." Chapter 7. The Night of Endless Rain. The flood lasted for many days. Gajraj barely slept. His body ached, his legs trembled, but he continued helping. One night, as rain poured endlessly, a small voice cried out, "Help, please! Gajraj followed the sound and found a tiny tiger cub clinging to a floating log. Without fear, Gajraj reached out and gently lifted the cub with his trunk. The cub trembled. "I was scared." "You are safe now," Gajraj whispered. He carried the cub to dry ground, where the cub's mother waited anxiously. She bowed deeply. "I once feared you," she said, "but today I see your true strength." Chapter 8. When Gajraj Falls. On the seventh day, while rescuing others, Gajraj slipped on muddy ground and collapsed into the water. The current pushed against him. For the first time, fear touched his heart. "I must not give up," he told himself. Suddenly, animals he had saved came running. The monkeys threw vines. The deer pushed from behind. The buffalo pulled with their horns. Even the birds guided help with loud calls. Together, they helped Gajraj stand again. "You helped us," they said. "Now we help you." Tears filled Gajraj's eyes. Chapter 9. The flood retreats. At last, the rain stopped. The river slowly returned to its banks. The forest stood broken but alive. Animals gathered around Gajraj on a sunny hilltop. "You saved Suryavan," said the wise old owl. "No, Gajraj replied softly. We saved it together. Trees would regrow, homes would be rebuilt, and hearts would remember." Chapter 10. The strongest of all. From that day on, Gajraj was not known only as the biggest animal, but as the kindest. Young animals were taught his story. Why was the elephant the strongest? They asked. Because he helped others, came the answer. Gajraj continued to live by the river, watching over the forest, knowing that true strength is not in muscles, but in compassion. Moral of the story: glowing star, helping others makes you strong. When we use our abilities to protect and support those in need, we become stronger, not just in body, but in heart and spirit.